Here is your first homework assignment of long division with remainders as fractions. What that means is we will take our remainder and place it over your divisor, the number you're dividing by, and write it as a fraction. Then we will reduce that fraction if possible. I'll do the first problem as an example, number 1, that we're dividing 3,492 by 22. I'll rewrite that as in long division form, where 3,492 is being divided by 22, our divisor. First thing I will do is I will round 22 to the nearest 10, and that rounds to 20. So when I'm doing my division, I'm thinking I'm dividing by 20. And 20, multiples of 20 are very similar to multiples of 2, except with a 0 added to the end. So if I know my multiples of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, I also know my multiples of 20 as 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. You can see it's the same multiples, except with a 0 added at the end. So 20 goes into 34 one time, and 1 times 20 is 22. I'm going to subtract to see how much I have left over, which is 12, and I'll carry down the 9 to create my next number. So I will divide 22 into 129. I'll continue to think of 22 rounded to 20, so I am dividing 129 by 20. And 129 is very close to 130. So the problem I'm thinking of is how many times does 20 go into 130, which is very similar to how many times does 2 go into 13, which is 6 times with 1 left over. So I will try 22 times 6 and see if it will go into 129. When I multiply 22 by 6, I get 132, which is greater than 129, so it cannot be 6 times. It must be less than that, so I will try 5 times, which is 110. Notice I'm doing my multiplication of 22 off to the side. So 22 goes into 129 5 times. 5 times 22 is 110. I'll do my subtraction, and I will have 19 left over. I'll bring down the 2, and now I am dividing 192 by 22. Again, I'm thinking of this as 190 divided by 20, which is very similar to 19 divided by 2, and 2 goes into 19 9 times. So I'll try 22 times 9 and get 198, which is greater than 192, so it cannot be 9 times. It must go in less than that, which is 8 times. So I will do out 22 times 8 and get 176. So I will write 8 up here. I have 176. See what my remainder is. I will borrow from the 9. 12 minus 6 is 6. 8 minus 7 is 1. So I have 16 left over. I will now write my remainder of 16 as 16 out of how many ever I'm dividing by, which is 22. So I'm writing my remainder as a fraction of 16 left over out of 22, which is my divisor. So my remainder is 16 out of 22, which is my divisor. Now I have the fraction 16 22, which they are both multiples of 2, so I will reduce that to 8 11ths. So my final answer of 3,492 divided by 22 is 158 and 8 11ths. Writing my divisor of 22 as my denominator, my remainder 16 as my numerator, which reduces to 8 out of 11.